Have you ever prayed and felt like nothing changed? You asked God for help, healing, a breakthrough, or a sign, but days passed, weeks passed, maybe even years passed, and still you saw no answer. In those moments, it's easy to feel discouraged, forgotten, or even abandoned. But listen carefully, prayer is powerful, even when you can't see the result immediately. Just because God is silent does not mean He is absent. Just because nothing is changing around you doesn't mean nothing is happening. Sometimes the greatest work of God happens in places your eyes cannot see. Every seed grows underground before it breaks through the surface. In the same way, every sincere prayer begins working in the spiritual realm long before you see physical evidence. God hears every whisper, every tear, every late-night cry, every silent prayer you couldn't even put into words. Heaven never ignores a heart that truly seeks God. The problem is we often expect instant results, in a season where God is building patience, faith, and strength inside us. Think about a farmer. After planting seeds, he doesn't dig them up every day to check if they are growing. He trusts the process. He waters the soil, protects the field, and waits patiently. Prayer works the same way. When you pray, you are planting seeds of faith. Some prayers grow quickly, while others take time because God is preparing something bigger than you imagined. Delay is not denial. Sometimes God delays the answer because He is protecting you, preparing you, or positioning you for something greater. There are moments when God answers prayers immediately. But there are also moments when He says, wait, and waiting can feel painful. Waiting tests your faith. Waiting challenges your trust. But the waiting season is often where your spiritual strength is developed the most. A weak faith depends only on visible results, but strong faith continues believing even when nothing seems to change. Many people stop praying because they think God isn't listening. But what if your breakthrough is closer than you realize? What if heaven is already moving behind the scenes? Imagine quitting one day before the miracle arrives. Imagine giving up while God is arranging the answer you prayed for. Some blessings take time because they are too important to be rushed. Remember this: God sees the full picture while we only see one small moment. We pray for comfort, but God may be building character. We pray for quick success, but God may be preparing us for lasting success. We ask God to remove storms, but sometimes He uses storms to teach us how strong we truly are. Every delay has a purpose, even when we don't understand it immediately. There are prayers you prayed years ago that God answered in ways you didn't expect. Sometimes the answer was not now. Sometimes it was, I have something better. And later, when you look back, you realize God knew exactly what He was doing all along. That relationship you lost, that opportunity that failed, that door that closed, maybe it was not punishment. Maybe it was protection. Prayer is not only about changing situations. Prayer changes people. It changes hearts, minds, attitudes, and perspectives. Sometimes before God changes your situation, He changes you, because the person you are becoming is more important than the problem you are facing right now. When you pray consistently, even without immediate results, something powerful happens inside your soul. Fear begins to weaken. Peace begins to grow. Hope begins to rise again. Prayer reconnects you with God's presence, and in His presence, strength is renewed. That's why people who truly pray can survive storms that would destroy others. They are connected to a source greater than themselves. The enemy wants you to believe your prayers are useless. He wants you to feel hopeless and tired. Because if he can stop your prayers, he can weaken your faith. But don't stop praying just because you don't see instant evidence. Some of the biggest miracles are forming silently. God is working in invisible ways you cannot measure right now. There is power in praying when you feel weak. There is power in praying when you feel broken. There is power in praying even after disappointment. Anyone can pray when life is easy, but real faith keeps praying through pain, confusion, and uncertainty. That kind of faith moves heaven. Sometimes your prayer is not only affecting your own life. Your prayers may be protecting your family, guiding your future, or stopping dangers you never even knew existed. God can work through one faithful prayer to change generations. Never underestimate the impact of a praying heart. Even Jesus prayed during difficult moments. In the Garden of Gethsemane before the crucifixion, he prayed with deep sorrow and pain. If the Son of God prayed during suffering, then prayer is not weakness. Prayer is spiritual strength. Prayer is surrender. Prayer is trust in the middle of uncertainty. And maybe today you feel tired. Maybe you feel emotionally exhausted. Maybe you've cried so much that you don't even know what to say anymore. But God understands silent tears too. You don't need perfect words for God to hear you. Sometimes one honest sentence spoken with faith is more powerful than 1,000 empty words. Keep praying for your family. Keep praying for healing. Keep praying for your future. Keep praying for peace. Keep praying for the dream God placed in your heart. Your prayers are not wasted. Every prayer rises before God. Every moment of faith matters. The truth is some answers come quickly, while others come slowly because they require preparation. Imagine asking God for a blessing you are not ready to handle yet. In His wisdom, He prepares both the blessing and the person receiving it. God cares not only about giving you something, He cares about who you become while waiting for it. Prayer also teaches humility. It reminds us that we are not in control of everything, and that can be difficult in a world where people want instant solutions. But God's timing is wiser than human timing. What seems late to us is often perfectly timed by heaven. Think about how many times God protected you without you realizing it, accidents you avoided, wrong paths you never took, dangerous situations you never entered. Not every blessing is visible. Some blessings are the unseen protections of God working quietly in your life. There will be seasons where your faith feels strong and seasons where it feels weak. But even weak prayers matter when they are sincere. God is not measuring the perfection of your words. He is looking at the sincerity of your heart. Never compare your journey with someone else's journey. God's plan for your life is unique. Some people receive answers quickly. Others walk through longer seasons of waiting. But comparison steals peace. Trust that God knows exactly what your soul needs, and while you wait, continue growing. Continue believing. Continue becoming the person God created you to be. Don't allow disappointment to harden your heart. Let it deepen your faith instead. One day you will look back and realize that God was working the entire time. The doors that opened, the healing that came, the strength you developed, the wisdom you gained, all of it will make sense. And even before that day comes, choose to trust Him anyway. Because prayer is powerful, even when you can't see the result immediately. Faith is believing that God is working even in silence. Faith is trusting that heaven hears every prayer. Faith is continuing forward even when the path looks unclear. So tonight, don't give up. Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. Your story is still being written. Your breakthrough may be closer than you think. God is still listening. God is still working. And at the right time, what was invisible will become visible. Keep praying, keep trusting, keep believing. And if this message touched your heart, don't forget to share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Subscribe for more faith-filled messages, and remember, with God, no prayer is ever wasted.